All right. Hopefully you all can hear me. I am getting better at this, I think. I don't know. I'm trying my best. I really hope it's getting better. I'm learning as much as I can. We are live. It is 9:30 Central on an off GAC night, and it's a lovely night. It is a Monday night, but it is a lovely night nonetheless. I think many people here throughout the world, including our friends here already that I'm seeing. Confused Potato. It is 2:30 p.m. Tuesday for him. He's in a different time zone, that's for dang sure. It is a clash. That is right. We are live. I am in Texas, Hash. Those are I'm always getting Texas beers. In fact, hey, hashtagger. I've set this up with other people on the stream before. If you ever want to do an exchange, if you want to send like a, beer from your state to my state, let me know. DM me in Discord. I have done it for other people and it is fun. It's actually a really good time. What do you mean? Yeah, you're pretty tired, dude. I'm not tired, man. I got a good haircut today. Oh, quiet? What are you talking about? Oh, quiet. Oh, God. You all with your demands. All right. Here we go. How's this? Is this better? Oh, man. Guys. Are we in a better spot? I never know. I don't know what I'm doing still. No way, thank you. It seems like it was fine to me too. But who knows? We're going to craft a lot tonight, guys. We got some really good crafts to deal with. My sound is maxed. I can barely hear you. All right, well, hey, this is what we do when we intro this show. We do a sound check, and it's always going to have a little bit of a hiccup, right? It's the drinking show. There's going to be hiccups. Good. All right, good. We're good. Thank you. I appreciate. So, now that we're good, let's check out what's going on. Got a lot of I have two mic inputs on. God dang it. There you go. We're in good shape now. If we're not in good shape, you guys, honestly, maybe streaming isn't for me. I don't know. Confused Potato. If it's not where it needs to be, then I'm just. It's over for me in streaming. So you're the one to call it. Let me know. All right. So we're moving along. We're having a good night. As with all Crafts with Clash, we're gonna start up. Hey Lori, we're gonna start off with our favorite thing. It's the beer we're drinking for this whole thing. I sent you all what's on tap for tonight in the Scoundrel Discord. The what's on tap has our agenda. But the most important thing of what's on our agenda is our beer. So let's look at that. Houston Haze. You guys see that? Funny story about this Houston Haze. Actually, Houston Haze is a really good brewery out of Houston. It's about 4 hours south of where I am. And surprisingly, I don't know why, but there's this kind of regional rivalry between Houston and Dallas that I don't get it. I'm not going to try to. But my friend and I, Houston Haze, you could not get this in Dallas. Let me just zoom myself in a little bit. You could not get this beer. You couldn't get this beer in Dallas for years. And it's a brewery called Spindle Tap. You see that there? Spindle Tap. And I tell you what, they make some really good beer. This is, again, we've revisited this now. I've got more than just hazy IPAs, but it is very popular right now, and it's very popular a couple years ago. In fact, my friend and I went down to Houston, drove down there because Spindle Tap was having a limited release of this beer and a couple others that you could only get in person. So you had to go to the brewery and you had to wait in line, and it was first come first serve on all these beers that they had. And it was like middle of July. Middle yeah. Hashtag, you're exactly right. Spindle Tap is the brewery name. Houston Haze is the beer. I swear to you guys, hot is hot. Texas heat is hot. Houston heat is really hot. And it was the first time I've ever, I've been in Texas for a long time. I sat in line to get this beer, and it was the first time I ever had an umbrella when there wasn't rain. Like, legitimately, it was so hot. I just had an umbrella because the sun was beating down on me, and I thought, you know what? I'm an adult. Screw this. I can go get a sun umbrella and shield myself from the beatdown that I'm getting right now. And it was worth it. The main thing that sucked was we got there like an hour and a half early, and we were in line, and we were I've got others that I'm gonna show you. I've got some other stuff. Don't worry. Hazy IPAs are just really in right now. Leave me alone. But anyway, I get to the front of the line. I'm like, hey, here's our tickets, and that's supposed to go get you in to go get the beer. And they're like, well, we're out of the 3 that you want. So it was pretty rough. I actually had to. It was one of those moments where you drive a bunch of like distance, and then you get there early, and you got your sun umbrella to like keep you safe, and then you get to the front, and they're like, we're out of the beer that you want, and and they're like, we're out. And so I was like, well, that really sucks. You sure that you're completely out? And they're like, yeah, we're out. So we went in anyway because you could still get it on tap, and we were fortunate. A few people actually broke off a 6-pack of the, because you could only have like whatever it was, 2 pallets of it. So they broke off a few of them for us, and so I still came away with like a 12-pack of the ones I wanted, and I just thanked them for their help. But they were in 2 years ago. Well, yeah, I mean, now you're supposed to have one. Sure, no way, but like, point is, yeah, hashtagger, yes, get me a, can I get a stout, like an imperial stout? Thank you. All right. So anyway, that was the point of this beer. It used to be really hard to get. Now it's a little easier to get because they've ramped up production. Still really good. And I know it's like the end thing is the New England IPA, but again, for those of you that like good tasty IPAs, it hasn't gone out of style yet, y'all. I mean, I don't still wear cargo shorts, right? I know when things go out. Okay, I know what the rules are. This isn't out yet. Still really good. So cheers to you all. Let's have a drink of our beer. Tell me what you're drinking in chat. Show me what you're drinking, and I would love to know. Good on you. Ah, man. It's really sour. It's almost like a hybrid between just a regular sour and in a hazy IPA. Really good. I love it. I love it. Pinehouse Pizza is legit. Hashtagger. I still wear cargo shorts, says Lord Vader. I knew there'd be some people. I knew there would be some people that were cargo short lovers still. You nerds, I love it. I have some cargo shorts, but they're cutoffs. They're the ones that I actually made myself. Right? They were cargo pants, and I made them shorts. Okay, it's the only acceptable way you can wear cargo shorts. Yeti Stout, Great Divide. Oh man, that's good. You sent me one of those, didn't you, Beans and Cheese? Pretty sure you did. Good on you, man. That's legit. All right, let's see if I can get the chat going up here. Hang on, I actually did try. Actually did feel like I worked on a way to. It's not perfect. I know people like have like these like translucent chat things and like whatever, but I'm just proud that I was able to figure out how to put a chat on the window. We're getting better every time, y'all. Every stream it gets better. So thank you. Thank you to me for getting better. Let's see what y'all are talking about. All right. Yes. All right. So that is our first beer. We will get to our second beer later. It is not a hazy IPA. It's a very delicious lager. I have to be up early tomorrow. I have to be up at. If you're gonna call it Zoom, call it 8 a.m. So there's no Clash chest bearing tonight as normal. Lord Vader, thank you. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. You all are very, very kind. All right. Well, as mentioned earlier, I did have some things on tap for you all. Some very good things on tap. We've got a GAC review. We've got a Today I Learned. Wait, no, wait. Yes. GAC review from the last couple of rounds. We've got a Mon Mothra Mayhem. More Mon Mothra Mayhem. That is alliteration for you. We've got the review of the epic Ray versus Ray battle. Oh, do we need music? All right, I'll give you music. I mean, if you want music, good. We can do that. There you go. Yeah. Most def Isley. I definitely did bare my chest earlier. I did. I had hair. It was very. I don't want to call it sexual because I don't think that's the right term. But I think it was definitely. It was carnal. Like like everyone kind of felt the Wolverine-ish side of Clash. Mon Mothra. Yeah, so we've got GAC review, more Mon Mothra Mayhem. We've got a review of the epic Ray versus Ray battle. I think some of you all seen that, but I gotta go through it again because it was legit. We have a Today I Learned on a secret speed tactic. It's not really secret. It's just making sure everyone's clear on something that's going on with speed. And then of course we have some real-time crafting, which means you all are gonna want to see things in real life. I've got some shardies that are gonna put some stuff down on defense for me, based on some things you all suggested, and I'm good with that. I am good with that. I am good with that completely. So let's get into the GAC review first, because I think that's the first. After we've had our beer, let's just do one more cheers, guys. Carnal's pretty much sexual. Let's go. Let's get another cheers in here, guys. Okay. All right. Let's do it. I'm going to need to. All right. Let's make these things work, huh? Here we go. Okay. So let's go into first thing here. GAC review. All right. Look, y'all. I was smart. I was smart. I did not. Whoa, whoa, too much of me. Too much of me. I did not make the mistake where I didn't go review my GAC history and the amount of time that I needed because it was the last round, yada yada, and then end up not being able to show you what happened. So I want to show you what did happen because I think it was pretty. It was a very, very fun round. In fact, before I get into I'll just cut to the chase. All right. My enemy, KR, Alec, Mac, 11D1. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's my personal channel for talking to myself, CP. So yeah, Alec Mac 11D1. He said, "GG, dude. Your defense is very tough. Definitely taking the boss team for the future. Have a good one." I really had fun. This was a really good defense. It's always fun whenever. Hey, Alex. It's always fun whenever you have like whenever it feels like an equal opportunity, right? We both have Galactic Legend Ray, and we're pretty much even on everything else, right? When you're going up against a double Galactic Legend and you only have one, or you're going up against a Galactic Legend and you have none, it always feels like you're up against it, right? And that, I mean, I get it. That's kind of how they designed it, but it definitely feels like you know, not as fun. So, but when you're even, it feels like you have a little bit more. It's like a little bit more strategic, and so I was really impressed with his defenses. Review period is so short to be far. Well, we're getting there, Brittany. All right, so this was his. I'm gonna go to his first. What I had to hit first. This is what he gave me first. Now, I'm gonna say this. These are all very smart choices to put on your bottom south node, guys. The review period is very short. Yeah, exactly. It's like an hour. So you have to go. I had to go in there and I had to take a bunch of screenshots to make sure I knew what I was doing. But all right, so check it. These comps, these are all really smart comps, right? This old Ben, Spirit, Droidica. Okay, we know what you're going for there, right? What you're going for there is like you can't, they're gonna dodge and they're gonna get tons of turn meter and you're gonna get snuck up on, right? It's a good comp, right? It's a really good comp whenever you put it up front because you don't know what you need to use behind it. And so you're trying to sort out, okay, what do I use against this that doesn't have like, that can still attack through other things, you know? And so I took the risk. I took the bet, right? I used gas and snips here. Yeah. The evasion's crazy and the turn meter, and it's not fun. And Spirit can do a lot of damage even at Relic 5. So it is perfect for Nest solo, but I had my Nest on defense. We'll get to that in a minute at Daniel. So not having a Nest here, I was forced to think about, okay, what am I going to use? I ended up using gas and snips because I'm like, you know what? There's no ray here. If there is a ray, I can, you know, use my ray against it. So I'm not too worried about it, right? But it was still enough of a concern that I used my gas and my snips here. So it was not easy. These others, they weren't easy either, right? I mean, think about what you're going to use. I had set a pretty stout defense, as you could see from his feedback. There wasn't really great opportunity for me to use something else. In fact, I'm going to pull up exactly what I used on each. I actually keep a spreadsheet. I don't know if you guys are nerdy like that. so I can tell you guys what I used. All right, so on this Phasma team, I used Boba, Django, and Mando. And the reason I did that is because I knew Phasma would move first, and I knew that I could kill her pretty easily. And my problem was I didn't realize how much damage this Wampa would do before I could do so. In fact, I was too fast. I moved twice basically before the Phasma did, and it ruined things for me. And so therefore I had to wait until I had to wait until the Phasma moved, and I eventually did. I only got 50 points on this one using fully relic bounty hunters that could ignore taunt. It was Prime. Yeah, we haven't talked about it. We have talked about it as a Today I Learned, but we didn't use that here. So then I had this Poggle lead, and I used my Rex, Echo, and Arc, and same thing. I ended up with a 50-50 there because that B1 is so dang fast, and there was so much AoE going on, and the offense up, and the offense from Poggle, that I honestly almost lost my Rex. Like I was down to like 10% health. It was crazy. I do not recommend using Rex there. And not only that, B1 doesn't stimulate any turn meter because it's all non-crits. It was not a smart choice. I got through, yes, but it was not a smart choice. So, there you go. All right, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next side. Let's go to the back side. Backside was legit, y'all. And you know why it was legit? Because I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot here. All right. The reason I'm an idiot is I saw this and I immediately thought it was gas. I mean, seriously. I thought this was General Skywalker. Oh man, that was rough. I don't know why I did, but my mind froze and it was a pain in the butt. So I used Ray on this. Oh man, that was such a dumb thing to do. I mean, yeah, sure, it still worked. I mean, I still won, obviously, but I was just not thinking. I was really thinking, oh well, that's an easy counter. I'll just use my Ray here and then just moved on. Too much hazy, probably, yeah. I tell you what, this Dooku team was really close. I used Traya, Malik, and Darth Nihilus there, and I only got 47 points out of that. That was not smart. I really thought I was gonna get in there with Traya, Malik, because there's counterattacks, and I was like, no. I was stunned for days. My Malik barely made it out alive. It was rough. I forgot about the tenacity down. Don't do that. All right, learn from my mistake. Then you see my mistakes here. I have 2 battles on both Finn and then the Hero Bros, which seems to be the bane of my existence. You guys, I think, if you've watched the live stream before, you've seen me lose to that. Yeah, at Daniel, like that's why I told him in my thing. I said I like your GG. He didn't have the Zeta on L3 though. But it still cost me a team, honestly. Like I thought because it didn't have a Zeta I could go in cheaper and it ruined it for me. I ended up winning with JKR, GMY, and Jolie, and I originally went in with something less than that. I don't know what I went in with. It wasn't. Oh, I don't even know what I went. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Is healing immunity from Dooku resistible? Yeah, I think it is, because it's on his leader and it's not. It doesn't say anything about not being resistible. So, it should be resistible. But the problem is, I don't know what the order of operations is, because you also get, there's also a tenacity down somewhere, if I remember right. Maybe I'm wrong. JC, what's up, buddy? Get a beer, man. Here, cheers. Cheers on that, bro. Checks the cushions for tenacity mods. Yeah, I definitely, and I'll show you guys what I had to hold because of tenacity, I think, tonight. But either way, it worked out pretty well. So I was happy. Then you've got, so the Hero Bros and Resistance Fin. I went in and initially with EP, Bastila, and Scion. That didn't work. That was dumb. Oh, it can't be evaded. All right, so there you go. Yeah, no, yeah. So that's a good point. Dooku can ruin a Malak counter. I was very fortunate to get out of there with a win. For the Resistance Hero Bros, I wish I had my what I actually ended up using. I only got 34 points on it, and I know it's because I lost with my EP team. I've won with that before, but I think it's because I had Malak. Anyway, that was tough. So then I got to the top. Let's go to the top. Those I got through all but this MFR. This one cost me 2. This one was so dumb, y'all. Like, really ruined my groove. I tried to go in there with Kira, Han, and Ness, thinking I could just blast my way through it. Vader Mission Dalbar is probably what I want. I'm very interested in using that on an offense in the future, beans and cheese, because you know my Karth Mission Dalbar, it usually isn't holding anything right now. I think people know what the counters are, but it still counters what I want it to. So I'm not sure yet if I want to move them to offense, but I'm pretty close to thinking about that, because they do have some they have some good viability in 3s on offense, so I'll have to consider that this next round. All right, here we go. These ones right here. The only one that didn't work was this one. I tried Kira, Han, and Chewie on this, and it was just a joke. Like, honestly, guys, I was stunned all the time. I was slow. Newt was going every other turn. It was just like that. As soon as it happens, you're like, a minute in, you're like, well, cuss and cuss, guys. Like, I'm not going to get through this. And I didn't. I was able to get... No, I didn't get anything down. So I had to go back in. I went back in with... let's see, what did I use? I had to use Darth Revan, HK, and Sith Marauder to get through that. And I still only got 34 points. Prime Force Mission and Zalbar on that team, they just need to be modded right. I think it depends on what you're going against, but if they're modded correctly, you can get through a lot with them, honestly. All right, so we're moving along, guys. The last two that I used here, Bosk, I used Stormtrooper Han, lead Watt, and young Han Solo. That was very easy. I got 54 out of that. And then for the Hux, I used Bugs, GBA, Spy, and General Geonosian Soldier. All right, let's look at the defense here, because this is what really held things together for me. First wall was really good. I'm really liking JTR with the heroes. On the wall, on this front wall, like it seems like it's always holding for me. No one goes in with just enough, because they're fast. They've got a lot of crit damage. It's just not easy to get through. Karth Mission Zalbar, they're getting what I need, which is usually a lot of people put their Thrawn against this, because they need to get rid of the Zalbar to be able to take out the mission and yada yada. And then the GG L3 Nest It seems like it gets a hold every time. I've only had one time where it didn't hold, and I'm gonna find out what that was last round tomorrow once we get our history up. But I'm guessing it was meta. Had to have been gassed or something like that. So then once they get through that first node, all right, then they're looking at two different really mean comps here. I've used this the last 3 rounds. I normally don't carry everything through, but I wanted to see how consistent things were for me. Yeah, it's a good GG team. Yeah, I can. Let me just make sure that I don't ruin my. There we go. There we go. There we go. Does that work better? Is that big enough? All right, so in most cases, the Mothma or the CLS have held, or the Jedi loot. What's up, Neji? This Bosk team, even with my 6-star little grief here. Man, that's the one. That one has been the most consistent, and it's always a story. It's always a balance, right? Is it because you've got an undergeared, understarred character there that people take it less seriously? I definitely think there's something to that, right? I think there's something to the fact that Grief is less geared, and he's still really powerful if you just mod him the right way. You make him really fast and make sure that he's doing his job. But it seems like that one's always holding. Most Def Isley, I now have him Relic 7. We're gonna get in a Mothman in a minute because I love these 3 together, and we're gonna do some contrast and comparisons with this versus other Mothma teams. But so far these 3, they're legit. And then this right here, this usually, I'm honestly thinking this is what he uses Rey on. If I'm wrong, I'll be very, very shocked. I'm very shocked if this is the case. So these 3 right here are totally ruining lives for people. And in 5v5, whenever that comes back, boy howdy, it's gonna be real messy. People are not gonna know what to do with that. It's way, way worse than bugs. It's way more difficult to get through than bugs. I'll tell you that much right now. And I'm gonna show you some footage to prove that. Well, I think it pretty much. Your Geos, I don't know if, maybe yes, because the acting, they're like maybe because they're all Relic 7, but I'm telling you, the thing that stops this on 5s is because I'm willing and able to put my Chupio on that comp, which ruins Treya pretty hard. It can still work, but it's not a fun counter. All right, and then we have our top node. This is where the fun ended for our friend. Padme got hit in 1. This got hit in 1, but these 2, I just didn't have enough. And the reason being, this is the same thing that happened in the first round for me. The reason I won that is that if you waste right here in this node, if you waste attacks, these other 2 are too strong for you to get through. The only reason my second opponent was able to get through that is because they had double Galactic Legends, and they put total garbage behind their south node, and I just couldn't get through it because I played it wrong. If I'd have played to beat that node, maybe I would have been able to pick up more points and yada yada, because they just set like garbage there. But either way, I really like having this front node be one that like makes you really question reality, and things like this do that. Things like what my opponent set do the same thing, right? Where it's like, man, there's a lot of relics here, and there's a lot of synergy, and there's a lot of, like, I got through it all in one, but it definitely cost me, and it made me it made me pay on the back end, right? To where I had to two-shot a couple of things. I was just fortunate that they lost more on the front end, and that ruined their counters for the backside. So that's me. That was our GAC review. Hope it's helpful. Let's go ahead and take a quick beer drink. Spindle Tap, Houston Hayes. Yeah, that GG team, guys, it's no joke. I've been using it since December of last year, so I have no problem recommending it. No problem recommending that one. It really messes people up. Let's talk about Mothma. Cliff Johnson, y'all. He was able. This is in Division 1, and this is in Division 3, I think. I'm really liking the this combo. I see a lot of other things like this holding, and I see a lot of things like this holding. This is always the case whenever there's a new character. People don't know how to. They're not well practiced, right? I think people, you know, they look at something and they think, okay, I think I understand the mechanics, but then they forget one or two things, and that can be what does it. Honestly, Mothma's got not an overly complex kit, but it's a kit that if you don't know some of the particulars and you go in against it, it can be very troubling. Very troubling indeed. In 3v3, I like both of these comps. I also like this with not just Baston, but maybe Kara, right? I think those are all good. So so pissed I hit join already. I was fortunate I did not make that mistake. No way. Anyway, all right. So these two are good. You could sub a Cara Dune right here as well, or Cara Dune and, like, you know, Pow. We're gonna look at some differences between Pow and others versus the Rogue One, because here's what she's done, guys. Mon Mothma has, like, made a lot of people have to make some pretty serious investment decisions with their newly found rebel fighters. I went Rogue One because I think that's just, I don't know, it seemed like it was a little less the beaten path, and I like some of the synergies I see there. So let's look at some of the things that that we've seen in the last couple days with this. I'm gonna pause what we've got here. Hang on. Okay. So I'm going to show some footage that I've got, and I'm going to show some footage that one of my patrons showed as well. Switch over here. Okay. Whoa. All right, let's do this. All right. This is JTR. And here's the problem with JTR, guys. I'm sure you know this. Or it's really any comp. The main issue is just there are never any good choices. Like who are you gonna attack? This is my team. I was able to get the Hoth Rebel Scout Relict. He's actually not a bad gear. He's as easy as POW is, in my opinion. And this whole team, then again, they're all relict. They're going against my team that's all relict. There's just no good targets. Nothing about this looks fun. And I love how on tanks, there's just always buff immunity, keeping them from taunting, even if they have a passive taunt. So he titled this Clash Blows, which I appreciate. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Rockstar. I think he even says in there, I don't know, he likes talking smack. So it definitely didn't work in his favor. But here's his other one that he used that was mostly relict, actually all relict first order. This one he called "Why Do I Even Talk to Clash?" And just watch. I mean, if you guys haven't seen this already, I mean, just kind of just take a look at what happens here. He's got Watt. He's got Wampa. Everyone thought, well, Wampa would take care of this because Wampa is a rebel, you know. But the problem is, there's no, like, there's so much tenacity on this team. You can't land things like days unless you've got tenacity down, which you get from crew, but you also get all these cleanses from Mon Mothma, so there's not, like, it's not easy, right? She's cleansing all the time because she's always getting called to assist. Yeah, I don't envy anyone in this 5v5 comp. Like, like, who do you target? How do you, like, anyone you target, you're gonna have to, like, deal with the fact that if you've got Watt, you need to make sure that whoever is doing the most damage is actually gonna be able to kill somebody. And the problem is a Relic 7K2, like, who's got a Zeta, and it's just not, you're just not gonna be able to kill him. Like, you know, like, even if you get close, because you have to have something that's gonna keep her from reviving. And look at that, like, Wampa's already taken down, so now you're done. Like, there's no getting back from this point. Meanwhile, K2's like, yeah, exactly. It's like the debuffs from Cassian are just ridiculous. The blind from Chupio and the, like, remove, like, the dispel, like, it's just, this is a really nasty comp to me. Yeah, Kyle, Cassian is no joke. I really wish he had I wish he had like just a little bit more, but like he's still very legit. So those are two new defensive views of Mon Mothma. I want to show a couple of things that I've now seen. This is just from our friend Aesop Rock, who's on the server, who's one of the patrons. Let me pull him up. He actually doesn't upload to YouTube. He just downloads to this, and then we get to watch. So this is him going against Padme, and the this is Padme versus Mon Mothma, and he relicked the Chase combo first. So he's got this with me, but instead of K2 and Cassian, he put Chase together. And I definitely am not going to say there's not some validity to that, right? We're going to watch some footage that I think is pretty convincing that the Chase combo is actually not bad at all. But versus something like Padme, it's not going to work. It's going to be a slap fight pretty much the whole time. I think that's how he described it. There's just not enough damage going around, and if it does, then it's gonna be reviving. Yeah, I think save Atreya if you can, but I think you got to be a little bit careful depending on who they have in there. There's gonna be something that Treyas aren't good with that someone could add. To me, I really think Chewbacca, Chewpio specifically, Backpack Chewie, would be not a fun experience versus Atreya. Maybe we need to do more testing on that, but Vader Solo versus Bugs. Vader Solo versus this isn't very good. Real. I've seen it get ruined. Yeah, and this for Padme would definitely make things difficult. I'm not really sure, but either way, it's we're watching it move forward. It just ends up being a draw. But I mean, maybe on defense, maybe that's not a bad idea, right? I mean, that seems like you keep them from being able to. They go in with a Padme thinking, oh, I'll just clear this out. Padme, there's too many out attack turrets. I'll be able to deal with it, and then all of a sudden you can't. Yep. All right, so get you another comp here. That was Padme. Now let's look at versus GG here. So now, wait. No, not fully gear 13 here. We got a gear 12 B2, gear 12 Magna, relic 7 B1, relic 7 GG, relic 4 Droidica. Oh, it's Yoda. Yoda's one of the patrons too. So we got a lot of theory crafters in the patron group here. Seems like that tenacity up helps, but I'm interested to see how this works. I know my comp wasn't great versus a General Grievous. It was either very easy or it was total garbage. So I'm curious if there's a turn order that worked well here. I think he's getting through that B2 way faster than I did. Maybe because they're all relicked. Oh, that dispel from Chase is good, but huh. If he doesn't have to use a revive here, I'd be very surprised. Swigs versus CLS. That'll be next, Beans and Cheese. Oh, wait, did you post that? There'll be a revive here, I guess. And you know, honestly, here's the deal: keeping her alive through all those AOE's absolutely requires relics. Like, there's just not. There's no getting around. Like, you're not gonna be able to go in with your Gear 4 or 4-star Mothma against a Grievous. He will AOE and kill you. What I would also say is here that I want to make sure that is noted. Because she survived that for sure. Because she's relicked. It's also because Chupio is stat sharing back to everyone. If you don't, even a full relicked Rebel fighter team, I don't think works against General Grievous. I think you have to have Chupio in there, and otherwise you're gonna get Mothma's gonna end up getting wrecked, and once she's gone, everything falls apart. Late to the party here, Clash. Bounty Hunters with Grief Mando versus JKR team. Are you wanting to see that play out, or are you asking how that works on defense? Because Bounty Hunters with Grief, especially with we just talked about earlier, the Bosk lead, man, that's legit. So either way, I still think it's a good comp. I like this comp. It's just not the one I use on a regular basis. Now this is Mothma versus a GG Watt. Beans and Cheese, show me the Mothma Wigs versus CLS. Did you send that? Really impressed. I mean, I know that's only a Gear 12. That's still pretty impressive. I had another patron that said they tested Mothma using an Aura Singh lead bounty hunter with Relic, Mando, yada yada, try to get to contract quickly. But the problem was Baze kept dispelling stealth and ruining everything. Beer count right now, I think I'm on my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 6th. Patron prepare channel. Okay, thank you, Beans. Nice. All right, thanks. All right, this is from our friend Beans and Cheese here, guys. This is showing a Mon Mothma versus CLS, a classic-looking CLS here. Just adjust our screens. Oh, Tubbs. I love Tubbs. Silker70. Hey, send a picture of that hashtagger in the Scoundrel Discord so I can look at it. If you don't have the off-topic tag, give yourself that tag so I can so you can see the beer channel we've got. Okay. All right, let's look at this. All right, so okay. Just revive. All right, the Wigs was already down, but then all of a sudden back up. Beans, what is this? Is it a 3-star or a 4-star? Mothma. Hope to see we get matched up in the future. Hopefully, I'll give you a better run. Alec, did we get matched up and I just missed it? When did we get matched up? Alec Mac 11D1. Oh, were you my last one? Oh yeah, you're the 11D1, weren't you? You were. Alec Mac is in the house. He was my last. He was my last opponent. Alec Mac, bro, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, man, we were going over the defense earlier. It was like a really, like, you said some really good creative stuff, Alec Mac 11A1. That's cool of you to come, man. Thanks for joining. I don't know how you found us, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah, wedge hits ridiculously hard, guys. There's no doubt about it. All right, let me find one more video here for you guys, and then I'll move on. This is from our friend Lorelei Phoenix. This is this isn't a Mothma team, but this is a GL counter here that she's getting. She's working pretty well. This is vexing. I'm vexed. She's got a Relic 7 Thrawn, by the way. It's really great for her ships, I'm guessing. Yeah. Alright, get in there. Oh man, now the ult's coming. They survived. I can't believe they survived. Wow. I am impressed. I am impressed, Lori. What way to go. I mean, come on, like what else can you do there? Yes, done. All right. Okay, well, this has been a good edition of the. Hey Vego, welcome, buddy. Welcome, sleepy, slurry old men. This is where we're at. We are sleepy, slurry old men. Hang on a second. Don't you dare go anywhere. Hey Vega, welcome to. What do you mean I went silent? Oh, maybe I didn't have my. Hey, there you go. That should work still, right? Vega is now a wrench. Like Laura, why are you not hearing me? All right, so. We are in good shape right now, guys. Stream health is excellent. Viewer activity is a little low. I don't know if maybe we are. This is getting boring for y'all, but we're getting close. Hey, we're moving through our content. Okay. This is based on you, the people, and what you all want. Thank you. All right, so we gotta watch the Ray versus Ray classic. We gotta watch that because, hang on, it was awesome. Here we go. All right. I did. I showed your video. I see what's going on. All right. I have multiple channels. All right, here we go. Here we go. I want you all to see this. This is like probably my favorite video I've ever made. So this video was constructed in two parts. The first half, the music is following just the intensity of the battle. And the second half, it follows the same intensity, but it adjusts for the developer's coding of the game. So if you haven't seen it out already, please put your sound on. Let me put the sound on if it's not already in. Can you hear it? CP, is that audible? Can you hear it yet? Tell me you can hear it. Oh man. It's not Steamboat Willie. It was some polka done by the United States Marine Band in like 1932. But I thought it really represented like the style of gameplay here, guys. Like I thought it was really, really appropriate for just how choppy that was. I almost lost because the freaking game was so laggy. Man. I thought it was the perfect ending. Holy shit, that was hilarious. I loved it. I'm glad you guys got to experience that because I almost lost it. I really did think like, man, I'm gonna lose this because this Ray is running on Steamboat Willie music. Holy shit, that was hilarious. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Make sure you guys can still hear me. Go back to Mimu. Alright, I gotta piss, so I'll be right back. You guys, this will be our quick little break. Alright, be right back. Take the mic. Well, what did I forget? Have we gotten sick? No, we have not. Sexy Clash is still under wraps. We're not in the high alcohol percentage beer for Sexy Clash, which is good. Guys, welcome back. Sorry, I had to do the deal there. All right. So let me make sure I've got my what's on tap taken care of here so far. We did some Mon Mothma. We did the review of the epic Ray versus Ray battle. Secret speed tactic. Okay, this will be quick. And then we'll do some real-time crafting. Secret speed battle tactic. This isn't really a tactic. This is just a you should know type of a thing. Okay. Stout or amber ale? Stout is usually the one that puts me to bed. Let me Is that too loud? Tell me that. I'm still trying to figure out this mixer here. Okay. All right. So I was gonna put like a video together to show this, but I think it's just too simple for people to like mess up. All right. Look at this screen. All right, I want you guys to look at this screen. All right, so anyone notice how there's only 2 speed downs from Jedi Knight Luke's leader? I want you all to give me a guess why that's the case. Just give me a guess. I'm sure some of y'all know. Chat, I'm waiting for you. No way. Tell me what's up. Why is this? Why are there only 2 that have speed down right now? Most definitely, I don't have JKL. Yes, that's the main reason. Confused potato, you're absolutely right. This is not an ability that can be resisted. This is just if you are above him, you are now him in speed. Is that speed his mods or is it his base speed, confused potato? Jeremy, yes, this is because they were already slower than Luke. But how slow did they go? Do they go to his base speed or do they go to his modded base speed? I'll wait. Someone knows in here, I'm sure. I'm gonna give you guys another 2 minutes. I'll give you another 30 seconds. 2 minutes is too long for my little ADHD brain. Yes, Confused Potato and Jeremy Lennon, you are right. It is the speed he has when he enters the battle. And that is based on his base speed plus his modding. Guys, remember when you were modding JKL, when you get him, if you don't have him already, when he removes the speed, they are going to remove it down to his base speed with modding. So whatever you mod him at, that is his new base speed. I keep mine typically at 150 speed, and then that is obviously like an extra 40 speed or so with mods. So it is with mods. JKL is adjusting speed. And the reason we know that is a situation like this. You could see all of their speeds. The ones above his modded speed versus the ones below his modded speed. That's how you see it. All right, it's very easy to do in something like the Galactic whatever wars, right? You can go to Galactic War and see it very simply. But now you know JKL is not based. I get this question all the time. I thought his speed was based on his base speed, not his modded speed. No. It's based on his modded speed, like every other leadership speed adjustment out there is. All right. It doesn't explain. That means somebody's got some really fast Zeb out there, you know. Each one of these was viewed before we went in there, right? So that's the thing. If you wanted to get really specific, you could actually take in a character that goes in that has a speed above them to see if they act before them, even though it's below his. I didn't go that route because that's too much work. These are like Gear 9 characters, Jeremy. By the way. So no, it doesn't mean that they're faster than him. Some of these are much, much slower than you'd imagine. Okay. That was from Vago. Thank you, Vago. Alright, so now we're going to go to next on tap. What is next on tap, guys? Oh, it's real-time crafting. Yay! Alright, guys. Yes, it does mean after modding. You're right. We're in some real-time crafting now, guys. Let me get in our Mimu here. Oh, Mimu. All right. Let me move some of this. Andrew Job, I know it says his base speed based on his leadership, but it means base speed with his mods. And we know that for a fact because we've tested it many, many times, my friend. All right. Let's give this a shot with our old friend. Anyone knows when this was called? Luke Nukem. You guys remember Luke Nukem? This is a little bit of a tricky comp though because he's got a really fast General Skywalker and a very fast JKR. I proc damage immunity. It's okay, it's not the end of the world. I can still get past that. So dumb. You're gonna kill my JKR. I should have just gone with the I should have gone with the attacks on GK there instead of going after her. It's a real big waste of time. Absolute BS. Hit too hard. Let's try it a different way. Can't hit too hard. That's the balance here. You gotta hit hard, but can't hit too hard. Let's try this one more time. She might just be too. She might just have too little. All right, I think I can do it this way. All right, I think that'll do it. All right, now I can one hit her. Now I can one hit her. Can you not, guys? Freaking what? That's such garbage. Seriously. That is such garbage. Are you that puny? Is your Ray that puny? That you can't even let... So dumb. Alright, now she's on ult. She's gonna, like that's the problem with this counter. If she's too weak, if she sucks so bad that she can't take one AoE before she hits damage immunity. It's so dumb. I think I can still get through it though. No. No, I don't. No, I don't think I can get through it, actually. Feels like I'm gonna get smoked. Like, so dumb. I'm really not liking this. Vago, your craft is failing me. I bet he's messaging me right now. Oh, you played it wrong 3 different ways. Dumbass. Whatever. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to like just do my normal climb stuff, which is dumb. There's several attacks that just can't be evaded, which means that blind doesn't matter. World wouldn't being a main one. So I'm gonna have to gas first. I should have fixed that first. Yeah, I should have done that. All right, so hey guys, what are we crafting tonight? I think I'm supposed to show Mon Mothma versus Darth Vader if I'm not mistaken. It's true. He does always target him. So we've got some crafting coming up, guys. I've got a shardmate that's going to be putting stuff down. So if you have ideas or you want to see something specifically, please put it in the chat. Going to see something in 3v3. Oh, I thought I could do this, but I can't. Show me what this looks like. You guys are here right now. I'm willing to do it. Let me know. There we go. We're still going, beans and cheese. Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna do some actual live crafting as promised in the what's on tap. All right, so the content request corner says what I'm supposed to provide is Palp, Vader, Thrawn, Death Trooper, Shore Trooper versus my Mon Mothma team. Okay. Let's figure it out, guys. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, 1 second. Let me align some stuff here. My Biston is gear 12. He could be good with Bon Mothma. The Frenzy is like a no joke mechanic for sure. I'm just not there yet. I'm not there. I'm moving. I'm getting one of my shard mates to adjust. So I'm going to put Mothma on offense. Just go ahead and do that right now. This is the team I'm really enjoying so far, guys. Mothma, K2, Cassian, 3PO, and Hoth Rebel Scout. That's like my go-to right now. We're going to test that against what has been requested, which is a Palp, Vader, Thrawn, Death Troopers Shore team. If you have other requests, please put them in the chat. This is just for us to be able to move. I'm not actually going to be able to do anything against SLK. It's going to look very, very bad. See how it dies so quickly. And how you can't revive anything. Not what I would consider a strong gas or SLK counter. And he takes the helmet off and everyone dies. And then everyone dies. Alright. Let's see it against a different, more equivocal team. I'm actually gonna try to beat it in auto with a Treo team real quick. See how it goes. Chat, what are you guys saying? What relic is Scout? Scout is 4, I think. 4. K2's armor. Yeah, it's legit. I mean, it's not crazy. I'm still not fully 60'd, but protection 110k. Armor 70%. That's armor, sorry. You guys can't see it right there. 70% armor. Tenacity 129% plus 20% of basically 190% from Mon Mothma plus 8% of all rebel fighters. So he's like very hard to debuff ever, which means he's always taunting and he's always like counterattacking, which is like a really important part of this build. Like they're really hard to get through because they all have like 250% tenacity. Alright, so looks like Trey won easily. So I'm going to move into this Empire team that was requested. EP, Vader. Make sure I got this right. EP, Vader, Thrawn, Death Trooper, Shore Trooper. Okay. That will be my target. I don't know that it's fair because there's a couple of non-relics in there, but EP is pretty damn strong, honestly, against this comp. Every time they take a turn, they're getting, they're getting hit for whatever percent of their, health. So I'm not certain this is gonna win. Yeah. At the start of each enemy turn, they take 20% of their max health as damage. If they're a Jedi, if they're a rebel, like there's no Jedi on my team, but every time they're a rebel, that's not good. Let's give it a shot, guys. Let's see what happens. Hanging tough so far. Ooh, Cassian about to get smoked. I haven't moved yet. Jeez. All right. They're really trying to take out Cassian as fast as they can. I like to keep Vader from doing much. So that'll help. Oh yeah, there you go. Get out of here with that. Okay. I mean, maybe these two not being relic matters. I don't think it does. I think this is a pretty badass comp. Oh man, that was legit. That was awesome. Golly, did you guys see that? That was insane. So that's why I like this comp, man. Like there's no like even like when I don't even know how I'm playing it. Yeah, that was like honestly like pretty sweet. Even against an EP team who I thought would have had a significant advantage on me. All right, so what else do you want to see that against? Because I think Lord Vader asked for that earlier. I think if my team beat that, the Baze chaired version would definitely beat that. You guys want to see? Again, this is what my team is. Let me know what you guys want to see, because this is like what you all will eventually see, either if you're not seeing it already. Treya autos it. Potato. You want to see Lando there instead of SRP? Or Hoth Rebel Scout? Beans and cheese? Mon Mothma versus Bastille Elite Jedi. It's intriguing. Okay. Let me adjust. Yeah, Trey is full auto, honestly. So, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Mon Mothma versus Bastille led Jedi. Okay. What's RFs again? Oh, Rebel Fighters, yeah. I mean, yeah, so beans and cheese. The only other one I have that's relict is Lando right now. Can't be. I want to be fire standing up so that my master's slowing here. I'll say this: I'm running this Treya team right now against my team, and it's on auto, and it's still not easy. Like it's gonna work, but man, like up until a minute and a half, I don't know that I would have said it was an easy win. Okay. All right, now we've got drop Cassie and add Lando. It makes me feel that hurts a little bit, but I'll do it. I will do it. And what am I battling? Bastille Elite Jedi? Is that what I heard? I can do that. The only challenge is that Basti is gear 12 on this. Hey, am I doing this right? I'm gonna do Basti, Ahsoka, GMY, Anakin, and who else? Who's my fifth? Is it GK or is it Jolie? Or is it some other Jedi? Give me the words. Let me know, or I'm just gonna choose it. I'm just gonna go GK. I'm gonna go GK because I'm not getting nothing from y'all. GK it is. Alright, fine. Alright, here we go. I'm going to use... It's a couple Gear 12s, so not perfect, but I'm going to swap out my Cassian for my Orlando. Oh. Here we go. All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, 90% damage reduction on like an attack that actually does damage is not ideal. Once I get to the GK though, it should be Autosville. Yeah, there's no debuffs on that land on this team. It's very hard to get a debuff on this. Alright, now I think I can auto it. Pretty straightforward. Rex lead clones with shock. Alright. Alright, I think this is my last one, and then we're at our 2 hour, like, Clash is gonna go to sleep. Alright, 5 Lando killed Yoda with 1 AoE. Yeah, that's true. He didn't do bad. So Rex lead clones with Shock T. Alright, let's give it a shot. See how it does on offense versus my team first. I've got Relict, Fives, Rex, Echo, Arc. Going against my team right now with Lando. We're going to see how it goes. "30 seconds in, it's not looking good, but we'll see." I'd like to see that. I'd like to. I mean, that probably. I would expect that would win, but. Ooh, that's no good. Shock T's already dead. K2 is just owning fools. He just doesn't. He just won't go down. It's crazy. He just is such a tank. Golly. I'm like really, I really love it. K2 on this. Hey, welcome back from your bike ride. I know, we didn't trash talk. We were just talking about how bad you were. Vega, we were just saying how bad you were at playing the game. Oh man, Jeremy, no dice, man. Rex lead, Shock T. Not even close. Even if I'd have played that, that was rough. Just posted a craft idea in your Discord and Theory Craft. Alright, let's see what it is. Alright, Darkstar. Do you think there is any chance a really weak Cara Dune can be used like Paper Zombie as shown in my video? Hell yeah. Paper Dune is like, has been actually pretty well explored. She does a really good job of making things painful for an enemy, especially one that's got Empire on it, like this one that you're showing us. We got Sexy Voice. Is it down already? We're not down. Anyway, my point is, I would have shown you more, but that Rex didn't work. How do I get back to Barry White voice? I thought it was Shaft. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm just telling you guys what's going on. Oh, yeah. Darkstar. I like where you're going with this. But here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. Hold on. And then we'll call it a night. This is hard. I'm drunk. Ugh, this is really hard. All right, this is the premise: is that this very weak Carrie Dune can like Barry White sings Shaft. Oh well. The more you know, guys. This has been an informative stream tonight. So, a lot of good stuff learned. I will recommend, if there are very specific counters you want to see, let me know in advance, and I will try my very damnedest to. I don't know. I'm watching this thing that Jeremy, someone put on, and that Andrew Job put on the Discord. I'm pretty drunk now, guys. It's to the point where I'm drunk. It's been a couple hours. I'm not drunk, so I'm not gonna watch the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes of the stream because I'm gonna know what's going on. I'm hammered. I know what's going on. You don't have to tell me. It's been a couple hours of drinking. I've got to get up early. I'm gonna sing you all a night-night song. That's what's gonna happen. You know how it works. And then it's time for good night. Shirtless stream? No, none of that. None of that. Get me out of this. How do I get out of this? I'm getting more sloppy with my controls. We're gonna say goodnight, and y'all are gonna enjoy. It is time for us to say goodnight. It's been a wonderful stream so far. It's time for us to say goodnight. Unless you're headed to the bar. Good night, everyone. I'll see you all